Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Luna and I make Animal Crossing videos every single week. So if you're into that, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. So we're not going to waste any time and we're just going to go straight to the build. Today I am going to create a sunken waterfall. I've been wanting to do a sunken waterfall for a very long time. I just couldn't find a spot on my island to fit this on, but I have this huge space in between my secret beach and Teddy's house. And I just wanted to kind of fill up the gap in between, so I thought the best thing to do is add a sunken waterfall. So I'm starting off by creating some cliffs. This is going to give me a guide to where I want the waterfall to go, and you can actually make this a 3-tiered waterfall if you wanted to, but for this video I'm just going to create a 2-tiered waterfall. Right now I'm going to carve out the cliffs so that I can start the sunken part. I don't have a precise measurement because I started carving out as I went along, but what I did was I started off small and then remove cliffs as I went. I think that's the easiest way to start this in my opinion. Also, I thought I wasn't going to be able to do this on my island because I thought I didn't have enough space, but this ended up working out surprisingly and it filled up most of the empty space I have here. And after this build, I'm almost done with my island. I just have to move a couple of villager homes and I'm done. I was also debating if I should create my beaches. I think I might just do something simple, unlike my last island where I decorated my beaches very heavily. But you guys let me know if you want me to decorate my beaches, because if you do, then I'll definitely do that for you guys. I'm using a random custom design that I picked to mark off where I'm going to place the flowers. This helps me not remove pieces that I need, and it also helps me visually see the vision that I have in my head. So now I'm just using the waterscaping tool to carve out around the custom designs that I placed. On this side, I wanted to place a floating piece of land with a tree on it because I thought it looked nice when you're looking down. I wasn't sure how many cliffs I was going to need or remove, so I started using the waterscaping tool to kind of make a little river to see if I need to push back any cliffs, and using the custom designs again to map out the flowers. That's when I realized I would need to push this back a little bit more, and then I thought, why not create a couple of more waterfalls? I love waterfalls in this game, but they are super loud for absolutely no reason. I really thought that in the update they would have reduced the volume a bit, but no. I really hope that Nintendo keeps supporting Animal Crossing. Like, even if it's the DLC, I'll pay for it. Like, look at Sims 4. It came out in 2014, I think, and all they do is just come out with expansion packs. Like, why can't Nintendo do that for Animal Crossing? I love Sims. I was actually debating if I should show you guys some of the builds I have in The Sims. I'm not a good house builder, I'll be completely honest with that, but the interior designs I could definitely do. Like, tiny houses are my go-to, but if you guys are interested, I can definitely show you guys some of the things I've worked on. And if you guys have any stimulation game suggestions that you think I might like, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for a good stimulation game like Animal Crossing or Sims. But back to the build. Here I decided to add another row of cliffs. I wanted to make the area more narrow. Look at Bo coming over to see what I'm doing, his little nosy self. I'm bringing the cliffs forward a bit to kind of hide this area over here, if that makes any sense. I'll show you what I mean, but the reason why I wanted to do this is so that when you're looking straight from the top view, there's like a little mystery and it adds a natural look to it, because all mountains and cliffs in real life come in all different shapes and sizes just like we do, so I like to incorporate that in my builds. I was also trying to add a vine here, but it wasn't working out, so I had to sadly remove it. I know I'm not the only one that is obsessed with these vines. Like, I will find any moment in any builds to add them. It is a bit much maybe, but they look so cute and I can't help myself but just to add them. So now I decided to tear down some of these cliffs so that I can add a little seating area here, but this was a little bit difficult because I have the staircase there, so I decided that I was going to carve out this area to form a walkway on top, and then when you're done with that you have your sunken area. I wanted to show you guys how it looks up close to kind of help you guys guys if you're trying to recreate this. I know for me, I like to see how it looks from a down view, so I hope that helps you guys as well. In this section, I'm going to add a couple of trees, but I decided that I wanted to add another cliff on the left side just because I wanted to add another waterfall and maybe a pond. So I wanted the waterfall to come from somewhere, so that's why. I'm kind of just following along with what I created in the bottom. You know, one thing I find difficult when it comes to building is the decorating part. I can be done building an area in like 30 minutes or less. I sound like a pizza delivery spokesperson. But I can be done super quick, but spend like hours trying to decorate an area because I'm playing with the arrangement of the flowers. The colors have to at least go together. The items, sometimes I'll love it at first and then later on hate them. And then sometimes I don't have the materials for the items, so I have to go on mystery islands just to find them. You know, a lot goes behind the scenes to try to make these builds. And then sometimes I accidentally give away my item to a villager when they come up to me to ask me for it, and because I don't have the heart to say no, I just give it to them and then they pay me like $100 for it, and then I'm stuck having to order it again and time travel the next day just to get it in my mailbox. These are the struggles that I don't have to go through. Thank you, besties, for being my ears today. Anyways, I'm creating the waterfalls to form a little pond, and here I'm just creating this intricate design. And yes, I have cherry still on my island. And when you're done with that, this is how your sunken waterfall will end up looking. Okay, so now we're going to do our thing and we're going to decorate everything in this area. I'm going to add a bunch of flowers here to kind of make the area look overgrown. On the right side over here, I'm going to add a little seating area, so when you come down here, you can sit down and take a picture. I was also thinking of doing the walkway that's on top that leads to Teddy's house. I was thinking of doing that in a separate video, but I thought no, because I just want to finish this island as fast as I can. I told you guys I already have a plan in place for my next island, and the faster I can finish this, the faster I can get to that island. I'm going to also tear down my Rosebell island. I don't want to restart, so I decided that I'm going to flatten it and start a new theme. Maybe in the future I might restart this island that I'm working on currently, but we will see how I feel. I collected so many items, and because we had that major update, I really don't feel like getting all of those items again. So that is the reason why I'm going to flatten my first island. I was also thinking of doing another Q&A video while I tear down my island, and I was also thinking about opening up my island and giving away some items just because I know I'm not gonna fit everything in my storage. So if that's something you guys want, I can definitely do. You can let me know in the comments, or I can do a community poll and we can vote on what you guys want. Isn't it lovely how flowers can change a whole area? I'm super obsessed with orange and pink flowers together. They just make any area feel like it's June already. I know I just said that and then I just removed a pink flower to replace it with a yellow one, but to be fair, I felt like I had way too many pink and orange going on, so I thought I needed to switch it up. Then over here, I felt like I needed to extend the cliff behind the cedar tree. I was not liking how the cliffs were looking, so that's why I decided to extend the cliff a bit so that maybe it could look a little bit better and I can add more stuff. Anytime I can make space for more items is always a plus. For now, I'm done with the sunken waterfall, so I'm going to work on the walkway. For the walkway, I wanted it to look similar to what I've been doing in my previous videos, which is like this fairy spring core theme. I want a lot of mushrooms and flowers to make it look like you're walking into a fairy tale forest. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do Alice in Wonderland inspired island. I've been wanting to do a fairy tale forest theme, so I'm super excited to finish this island. Can you tell? I won't stop talking about it. It's because I'm almost done and I can't believe I started this island in September, I think, and it's about time that I finish. But anyways, I have a good amount of space to decorate this walkway. For some reason, it feels like I had less, so I can definitely add my favorite path here, which is the green leaf path. You'll see which one I'm talking about in a sec, but I love that path so much. Literally spring vibes. I'm definitely adding a bunch of greenery here. I want to have a bunch of trees, flowers, these rocks just to make it feel like a forest. This is the one I was talking about. I don't know the name of this path because it's in another language, but I love it so much. It is a little tricky to work with, but once you figure it out, it is so beautiful and you'll want to place it everywhere. I go in between placing this path down and adding items around it just so that I can see where everything should go. Also, side note, I am super mad at myself. I did a villager hunt in my last video and I left Cleo behind because her house didn't fit my theme. And then a couple of people in the comments said if you have the DLC, which I have, you can change her house color. How I literally forgot about that feature. So I was literally punching the air when I found out that I can do that. I honestly don't even know if I'll ever run into her again, but if I do, I'm definitely taking her. I don't care. Just wanted to spread the word to those that didn't know or forgot, like me, that you can actually change the exterior of the villager home. So yeah. Anyways, if you haven't noticed, maybe you will now, but I put a white mushroom parasol in the bag and I didn't realize that I already have one on the right. So later on in the video, I did change it to a yellow one. When I placed it, I swear, I did not even notice that I already had one right there. I was so laser focused on finishing the build, but if that bothered you before, don't worry, I fixed it. Also, I was building this for like 4 hours, so I was probably tired already at this point and I didn't notice, but we are almost done with this build. I was just fixing up this little area here, mixing up some custom designs and some flowers, and then on this side I wanted to kind of block off the sides with some bushes just to give it a barrier as you're walking across, and of course filling up the empty spaces with some butterfly models and some flowers. I wanted to add a hammock here just for some relaxation, and here I added a bench in case one of my villagers wanted to just sit down and read a book. I didn't know what to do in this area, so I decided to just add flowers to just fill up the space. But we are almost done with the build. I was just fixing up this little area here, mixing up some custom designs and some flowers. And then in this little area here, I'm going to add the green leaf path just because I didn't know what else to put here. So when I don't know what I want to put in an area, my default is always to put a path. I added this microscopic basket here just because, and as promised, I changed the mushroom parasol to the yellow one. And with that, we are done with the build. This was one of the most fun builds I've created aside from the spiral pond that I made. This one just was so much fun to make. The view from here alone is so beautiful and so breathtaking. I wish I saw something like this in person. I would definitely be the one sleeping on the hammock, probably not peacefully because we're next to the waterfall and you know how loud that gets. Here is a view of the walkway. I'm glad I created a walkway here because if you're coming from Teddy's house, you can go up this staircase and walk through here to get to the other side, and you have a beautiful view right next to you while you're walking. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, let me know by hitting the like button, and if you want to see more videos from me, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. I love you all so much. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.